Alone we can, but together we conquer. A very warm good morning to all honorable dignitaries and my fellow friends. My name is Kalyani VS. I am from NSS Law College. I am speaking about COVID-19 and access to justice. Today, our world is fighting with an invisible enemy who not only takes the life from a village or a country, but eating up the whole world. India is having one of the best healthcare systems in the world. Let me tell you that we are providing the toughest competition towards this enemy. And the strongest part is that we, the 135 crore people, are fighting this war together. Each of us can be a fighter during this pandemic by just staying at the home, drinking plenty of water, wash your hands oftenly, keep social distance, etc. Access to justice cannot be suffered. We must use technology for the inclusion of justice. COVID-19 came without any warning as many pandemics do. Our court has taken reasonable measures to address this situation, like limiting the number of lawyers in courtroom, social distancing at court premises, temperature checking at the courtroom, sanitize the court hall between the trials. Once lockdown announced, it was an immensely apparent and access to justice. The function of the court cannot be suspended whatever being the circumstances. According to National Judicial Data Grid, just about 70% of the pending cases in Indian courts are criminal cases. The criminal justice system cannot function without the functioning of the court. The Supreme Court declared lockdown on 20th March 2020. Yet, closing court for months had created delays and suspension of justice. Restriction in economic activity possibly leads to the reduction of filing of civil and commercial cases. At the same time, when we are taking about criminal case, it possibly leads to the delay in completion of investigation. Examination of the witnesses, above all the liberty of the accused who had been detained under the trial, the period extended. Irrespective of government's actions and necessaries, the duty of civil court, criminal court and the constitutional court include right to protect the citizen, government accountability and rule of law. Immediately after lockdown, we began investigating how the court can be functioned during the lockdown. There was a long-standing project which was done with the help of judiciary. E-courts were put into test. E-courts were commencing from Supreme Court, spreading to High Court and later to District Courts. Two significant changes that took out were video conferencing and e-filing. Webinars were hosted by the Supreme Court. Suggestions were invited from the bar. The significant achievement of E-Court is National Judicial Data Grid. About 32.45 million cases are pending in India. In about 32.45 million cases, about 9.05 million cases are civil cases and 23.39 million cases are criminal cases. When we consider these figures into a pyramid structure, cases less than 1 year is about 32%, 1 to 3 year is about 28%, 3 to 5 year is about 15%, 5 to 10 year is about 17%, 10 to 20 year is about 7%, 20 to 30 year is about 1.28%, above 30 year is about 0.26%. Thus, this figure itself gives us a clear indication that we should mainly focus on the case which are less than 1 year. That's about 32%. Now we are moving to virtual courts. Virtual courts are the courts that were set up in Delhi, commencing on 26 July 2019. Virtual courts deal with the petty traffic cases in Delhi. 20 judicial officers were dealing the petty traffic cases in Delhi. After the result of virtual courts, these 20 judicial officers are replaced by just one judicial officer. As virtual courts were first set up in Delhi, it was later spread to Faridabad, Pune and later it had been inaugurated by Madras High Court. Before signing out from this platform, I would like to say the famous words of Susan Hood, who is the Chief Executive of Court and Tribunal in UK. Don't need to be old as our principle. Technology must be access to ours. It must be access to justice. It must be towards fundamental value, human dignity and human equality. With this, I am concluding. Have a nice day. Thank you.